wanted to check in and see what kind of progress we made with down, which I'm blown away by. You guys have done some great work at home on down. Great job. So I introduced the verbal cue of down to Tango today. You may have already been using the word down, but I'm going to walk you through how to introduce a verbal cue and start to fade away a visual cue. This can be very handy, especially when you're working with smaller dogs, so that you aren't constantly having to bend over at the waist to show your dog where you need him to go. You can just use the word and you will know that Tango has a complete understanding. There he is. Say, I'm ready to work now, Miss Laura. I have done my sniffs. Yeah. So, when you're introducing a verbal cue, like the word down for a behavior, it's important to make sure the verbal cue and the visual cue are completely separate from each other. That way you are not overlapping the verbal cue with the visual cue, because dogs are visual learners. They respond to the sight of things a lot more than they respond to the sounds of things. So if you try to say a word while also making a recognizable physical movement, dog's not going to be listening. The dog doesn't understand that the sounds he's hearing are connected to this cue that he recognizes. He's only going to be relying on that visual cue. So here's how we introduce the verbal cue. Sit. Yep. Down. Now, sir, we have been rocking and rolling with this today. Can we go over here? Over here? Yep. Good boy. Look. There's snap. Okay? One more time. That's a good sit. Down. Thinking about it. Curious about the sounds you're hearing. Uh-huh. Over here. Over here. We gotta show Mom. Yep. Good boy. Right here. Right here. Wow. You did cookies. Good job. Down. We have already been working for about 50 minutes, so he is more than checked out. Down. Okay, we're gonna fall back on the lure. Yep. Gonna reach into the treat pouch before actually delivering the cookie. Good boy. Good job. Then we're gonna use a hand target. Over here. He says, well, I'm cozy, Miss Laura. Over here. Yep, good boy. Good job. Ready? You're way too close. You're way too close for learning. Come here. Yep, good job. Sit. Yep. Down. You got this, buddy. Down. Oh my gosh. Come over here for me. That's a good sit. Down. Yep. Okay. Wow. Good job. Good boy. So make sure that when you are introducing a word that you intend to pair with a behavior like down, you say the word well before you begin showing your dog. And then the way that you start fading your visual cue, yep, that's a good boy. That's a good down. Good job. The way you start fading your visual cues, you start to lengthen the time between the word, the verbal cue, and your demonstration of the visual cue. Hi. Hi. We're not quite there yet. We are still in the very introductory stages of introducing this verbal cue. So you need to say the word and then immediately after you're done, use the visual cue to show him what you need. Okay? Tango. Yep. Good boy. Good job. You sit. Yep. Down. Yep. Good baby. And you know you will have gotten comprehension of the verbal cue when you can say the word, take a nice breath, and then start to make the hand motion, but Tango is already moving into the position. That's kind of how we understand that knowledge is being gained here, okay? That was a good down. I know, I'm sorry I didn't give you cookies for staying. So speaking of staying, that is the next skill that we introduced today. Duration in general is a skill for all behaviors that you want to start building once you have a behavior nice and solidly introduced to the dog. Down. He says, Miss Laura. Down. but I'm sure you threw something. Sit. Yep. Good job. Work on it. Good job. Down. This is not that right there in your hand. No, not right there in your hand. Down. Yep, that was it. That was it. So here's how we build duration. There's an exercise called breath testing that I like to introduce once a behavior is 100% solid. Why don't you go find that? Go sniff that out. He says, no, but there's one right there in your hand. I know. Go get that. Go walk around a little bit. There's an exercise that you can introduce to every single behavior that you're building called the breath test. And what that does is it tests your dog's ability to maintain a position over time. So what we'll do is once we get Tango into a position like a sit or a down, you're going to mark sit, yep, and then take a deep breath in, yep, good boy, and then deliver the treat to him after he has held that sit for at least half a breath. So the breath in was the half breath. Good boy. All right. Then you can try for a full breath in and out, which is where we are running into trouble. To be expected for a young dog. It's very difficult. Oh, sir, it's very difficult for you to just be still and not get any kind of feedback from your handler, from your people. I know, it's so hard. You come right here. Yep. Sit. Yep. Good boy. Yep, there it was. That's how we learn. Now, if they break, what do? Nothing. You do nothing. You do not give them any kind of feedback for that break, like I just did. You don't, yep, you ask for something simple again, like a hand target. Sit. Yep. Yep, there it was. And then you set him up for success again. Ah, that's so hard. Yep. That's nice. Yep, oh, so close. So duration is your next challenge, especially for a doer like this guy. Yep, there it was. There it was. Very good. Okay, now come here. Come here, Jeannie. Come here, Jeannie. Come here. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's what I want. Yes, I know. I want to invite you. I want to invite you for kisses. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh, no. Mwah. Thank you. Let me know if you have any questions about introducing this verbal cue of down or about building duration. It's rough and shoddy at this very moment because he is such a baby and so he has the puppy ADD. Let him take breaks. Let him go explore. Okay? Do not try to cue him or beg for him to come back to you, because the more you have to beg for his attention, the less he's going to offer it. If you have to beg for it, then it becomes something super valuable that he knows he can withhold from you, and he will be less likely to check in. But if you are willing to have the patience and give him the time to explore and try things out without being rewarded for that, so right now he's investigating things, but there are no immediate rewards in this vicinity. The only rewards he's going to get are from me. So he can take his time, check this out, get comfortable, get a little bored, and then when he decides to check back in with me, yep, there it is. I can ask for him to come over and interact. And by checking in, I mean just making some eye contact. That's all I want to see, is him looking to me. Even if it doesn't immediately result in some sort of direct interaction, like right there, he checked in with me and then just went back to sniffing. I wanted to go ahead and mark it and give him verbal reinforcement to let him know I appreciate your attention. I have things for you. Yep, I have things for you to do if you just check back in and move over here. Good boy. All right? So give him the time to acclimate and explore the space when he wants to. Always end on a positive note, like right here, this is where I'm going to end our session because he chose to check back in with me. He got a few more cookies for that and for moving on to his mat. And now we're going to call it. He's going to go back to his room and have a nice little snack and maybe a chew toy to work on, okay? He did great today. We spent some time in our treatment space. He's getting a lot more comfortable back there. He's more willing to go say hello and greet people. He's much less avoidant of the area now. We also approximated kind of some handling and a very small approximation of what it's going to feel like when he gets injected with something like a vaccine or an allergy medication. And all you have to do to kind of approximate that is just do some gentle pinches along his torso here. And he's not thrilled about it, but the fact that he's not screaming or trying to nibble on me right now, that's good stuff. Yes, it is. And you can very easily just sneak that into a little petting session or maybe a brushing session if you brush him occasionally. You just do some gentle pinches along his torso and then give him a cookie or give him some extra love and attention to help desensitize him to that. All right?